Parents who are worried that their child is using drugs can now hire trained canines to search their home for everything from heroin to marijuana. New at 5, Channel 2's Wendy Corona is here with how this service can really help families. Wendy?
That's right. We talked to a father whose son recently died after battling a heroin addiction, and he told us that he wishes he could have used the canines like this years ago to help his son. As a young boy, Andrew Ward loved basketball, football, and baseball.
But he was a good person. He was down to earth. He'd do anything for you. He loved kids.
But Andrew's life took a turn at age 15. His dad, TJ, says Andrew started running with the wrong crowd, smoking pot, getting into trouble with the cops, and eventually got hooked on heroin. Andrew wanted to quit. He moved into a halfway house to get clean, but about 5 weeks ago, TJ got the call he'd been dreading.
To find out that my son was at the hospital unresponsive, and shortly thereafter had passed away.
TJ is waiting on autopsy results, which will tell him exactly how Andrew died at age 31. Parents who think their child may have a drug problem can hire a canine, just like Lilburn's police dog Ajax, to search their home for drugs.
Blaze is a German Shepherd. He's about 2 years old.
2 former police officers started stealth vigilance in Raleigh, North Carolina to help families like TJ's. Before searching a home, they do a walkthrough of the area Blaze will check out.
All right, we'll just go right upstairs.
Blaze searches 3 rooms, finding drugs in a bookshelf in a child's bedroom, in a couch in a den,
Good boy.
and inside a dresser in the parents' bedroom.
Oh, good boy.
Stealth Vigilance's Jeff Beckwith says people get creative hiding their drugs.
Outlet plates or in air vents or in shoe boxes in a closet.
But Blaze's nose can quickly sniff out pot, heroin, meth, and painkillers hidden in the house or a teenager's car. The dog's handler can then test the drugs to find out what they are.
And as a private company, we are not required to report any of the drugs that we do find.
That allows parents to decide what to do next. Beckwith says they counsel parents about their options.
I'm able to talk to these parents as a parent and really just help them through that emotionally. They're very thankful for it, and I can understand why. Because when you see someone's life crashing because of drugs, it's very sad.
TJ says he wishes he had access to a canine search.
If we had these type of resources back 3 or 4 years ago, when Andrew even was living here, I would have utilized your service.
Because the way Andrew's life ended breaks his heart.
I couldn't save him. I guess that what bothers me.
So, Wendy, of course, as a parent, you want to do everything you can for your children. How long does a canine search take? How much does it cost?
Well, the cost really is pretty low considering what they find. About $150 for the search, and a dog like Blaze can search a 2,500 square foot house, typically between 1 to 2 hours. Now, to give you an idea how often this happens too, Stealth Vigilance, the company there, told us that they do about 8 searches a month on children.
It'll probably grow in popularity after this,
I'm afraid so, yeah, but it's obviously necessary.
Wendy, thank you.
Thank you.